All right. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? We are live here in the After Review Studios. I am your host, Peter, and the night is here, the moment we've been waiting for. It is the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft. Hopes and dreams for all 32 teams and 30 plus, 40, hundreds, 200 plus kids out there looking to make their lifelong dream a reality. It should be a lot of fun. We're going to be in for a lot of drama and intrigue. I appreciate everybody stopping by. It's going to be a fun night. Zay, what's up? Let's go Flock Nation. Colt, what's up? What's up? Drape, he's hype. Texans pick right after the Vikings. We're going to have a little fun right there. Green, what's up? What's up? What did the Vikings do to cause you to rage? I don't know. Great question, Green. If we pass on Malachi Starks, that'll really piss me off if we take Nick Imawari over Malachi Starks. I just don't know what the board's going to look like. I'm okay with the trade back as long as we get good value for the trade back. I have to see what the board is at 24. I got a long night. We got a long night ahead of me before I lock in. But you guys will know. I will let you guys know what will cause me to rage. I got to get that ready too. I'll have a separate recording going to watch me, rage out over here. I'm sure everyone will love that. That'll be everyone's Christmas, I guess. But draft another QB would make you rage. Yeah, we're not going to draft it. If that would make me rage. The playoff rage was glorious and funny. Never seen you so mad. True. That was one of the maddest I've been. I think I was more mad after the Lions game. I don't know. They were both pretty bad. Emu, what's up? What's up? Having a good night so far. Let's see how my team can ruin it. Trying to get this all set up. There we go. I got lots of things going, guys. Set up. I got the alternate recording. I got to get chat. I need another monitor, guys. I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and buy another monitor for you beautiful people. We might be joined by some guests tonight, so be on the lookout for that. Should be a lot of fun. What is going on? Okay, I was going to say, where is the draft clock? We got the board. Titans on the clock. If you haven't already, drop a quick like on the stream. Hit that thumbs up. Get us out into the algorithm. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Think about dropping a sub. I would be greatly appreciated. We got daily sports content for you guys, so check it out. We'll have a poll up here in a bit. Are you happy with your team's pick? I think will be probably the poll. I guess I could do maybe a poll for every pick, but that feels dumb. But Titans on the clock here. Bum Titans fan probably watching and waiting. It's Cam Ward right here. Kind of wonder where Mid Edwards will go. Jeez. Mid Edwards. Who? Gus Edwards? My rage is if we draft that Texas A&M guy or Malachi Starks. Uh-oh. Hey, man. Shamar Stewart in the building. Shamar Stewart in the building. Mid Edwards. Donovan Edwards? Is that the Ohio State guard? Is that who we're talking about? That would be a bad pick for Houston. Houston, Praise Abel, Tyler Booker. Or Emeka Ibuka. Those are the picks I would want if I'm a Texans fan. But we're talking about Shador Sanders. More like Shadont Sanders, am I right? I'm trolling. But I'm hearing a lot of buzz about the Jaguars maybe moving up. They're taking Genty at 5. That's the biggest change from the mock. I think that I had on Monday. The Jaguars-Genty connection just kind of blew up last 48 hours or so. It got really, really interesting, I think. But it's going to be a long night, guys. So buckle up, lock in. I'm locked in. I'm ready to roll. Oh my God. Mel Kiper just gassing up Shador Sanders over Cam Ward. Like, it's Cam Ward, bro. It's Cam Ward. We know the pick. It's Cam. Hold on. Let me move this. Old school pocket passer. Nobody wants an old school pocket passer. Shut up, Mel. Okay. And I'll also have the big board up. If we need the big board, we'll pull up. I'll have the big board up. But hearing the Bears want to move up. Yeah, the Bears looking to move up potentially for the running back. I would say probably the running back. They want to move up for Genty, but Genty's probably going to be gone. So maybe they make like a Tyler Warren play. I don't know what the play is for Chicago. There we go. I'm trying to get this ticker going right. We just need a better line and we're good. Could use a receiver too. Wouldn't hate a Mecca Ibuka. Especially since Tank Dell's probably out for the year and you just got Nico. So I wouldn't hate that. But yeah, the O lineman, interior O line. I'm really growing on Tyler Booker. Yeah, he's fine. He's not going to be like an exciting pick. He'll be like a start, like a 10, 12-year starter, interior, the best true guard in the draft, but we got some projections that are going into guard, probably. They're gassing up Cam Ward now. Really? 2 votes for Shador Sanders to be the number 1 pick. That feels aggressive. Yeah, I just want to keep my guy up. True. True. Baltimore doesn't need to do anything splashy or sexy, especially at the back end of the first round. I just don't think they're gonna be there. I think both the guards, I think him and Praise Abel are gonna be gone by the time that pick rolls in. I think Praise Abel is gonna be our big high draft pick tonight. He's gonna be the surprise, like maybe San Francisco at 11. As it is, the last 4 weeks until summer, I'm going to do all my homework right now and lock in. So I'll see you. All right, bet. Sounds good. Swing back in. Swing back in. Swing back in for the pick. I'll be here. Swing back in for the Vikings pick for sure. And then Houston's right after it. Perfect timing, Drape. The pick is in, boys. Tennessee Titans will have officially made their pick. It is in. Colorado is on, or Cleveland is on the clock. Never know. We saw TJ Watt fall all the way to 26. True. But the injury thing was the reason why, and the injury thing has still been the injury thing for TJ Watt. There you go. Cam Ward, quarterback, Miami. Tennessee Titans. Quarterbacks rule the day, boys. Quarterback rules the day. Uh-oh. Trade. The Jags jumped up to 2. Jesus. Dallas there is. What's up? What's up? Locked into the draft? Called it. Chad, I called it. Bub, Cam first up, but I called it, Chad. I said there was Jags rumors coming in. I was reading them, and I was hearing Hunt. They were trying to make a slide up from 5. Hunter, no Hunter to Cleveland. Zay's happy. Yeah, you don't have to deal with him. It seemed like Genty to Jacksonville. Wow. What's Cleveland doing at 5 then? They got a ton for that pick. Whoa. Incredible. We had our first trade right away, guys. We called it. We called it. Travis Hunter to the Brownies. I'll be right back. Yo, Chad. That was nuts. Travis Hunter gonna play offense. I've been banging on the table for Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, wide receiver. We've been banging on the table for it. We've been banging on the table. Travis Hunter's a better wide receiver than he is a cornerback. He's gonna play offense with a sprinkle of defense, sprinkle of corner. Put him in dime situations. Go for Sanders. I'm guessing Cleveland could be at 5. I don't know, man. Oh my gosh. I'm hearing Jackson Dart could be the pick at 9. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. The Saints are off of that though. Zay, that's what I had on Monday. I'm hearing the Saints are off of it. Look, Michael Williams for the Saints now. But who the hell is Cleveland picking at 5 now? If it's Sanders? Browns have 2 2s at the top of this draft and 2 1s next year now. Cleveland got a haul. Yeah, they did. They have a ton of picks. Mill Road to the Steelers. God, Bub, I hope not for our Steelers friends out there. Hold on. Sorry, chat. Jaguar Steelers going to get Dart. I feel like Sanders might be on the board still. You're right, Zay. I had that backwards. Uh, I had Sanders in 9, but no, I'm hearing Mike. I'm hearing DN for the Saints now. I'm hearing Sanders. I mean, Sanders 21 to Pittsburgh. Milrow will be better than Dart. No shot, bub. No shot. Milrow can't complete a 5-yard pass. He's athletic. He makes Lamar Jackson coming out look accurate. He makes Josh Allen look like Peyton Manning. Tins, what's up? What's up? We already had our first crazy trade, and I'm all for it, boys. I'm all for it. Eric Armstead. Duval. I hate the Jags. That's where my ex lives. You can teach accuracy. You can't teach athleticism. You really can't teach accuracy is the problem. You don't all of a sudden, there's been one inaccurate quarterback to go from college to the NFL and become more accurate, and that's Josh Allen. Everybody else, you don't go from a 50% completion guy to a 70% completion guy. See Anthony Richardson, athletic, can't complete a pass. Lamar, way better prospect than Milrow. Lamar actually completed passes in college. Yes, but he was like inaccurate was the worry. I'm pissed the Jags got Travis Hunter. They should have to suffer every year. Travis Hunter, Colorado. Richardson will be better with practice. He had practice. He had a whole year. He's not good. He's never going to be good. I'm out on the Richardson trade. I was never really in on it. I was gaslit. He was injured and banged up. I'm telling you, it's his break. What should have broke out last year. He got benched for Joe Flacco, guys. He can't complete a 5-yard pass to a tight end. Just can't do it. He has crazy throws. He's got a monster arm. Can't complete a 5-yard pitch. Richardson's sleepy like Joe. Ooh, Sleepy Joe. I do love that they added that they can print the jerseys right away, get the names on the back. You will see next season. All right, bet, bub, bet. Fantasy chat told me the same thing going into the season last year. And I cooked. He doesn't fit their scheme anyway. Shane Steichen thought he was going to be more like Jalen Hurts, and he's not a Jalen Hurts quarterback. Travis Hunter got great ball skills. He definitely does. Richardson did quit. Remember, he had to take a playoff. That was crazy. Milrow wants to say he's better than Lamar, and all those scouts should lose their jobs saying Milrow better prospect than Lamar. Yeah, no shot. Yeah, I watched a lot of Jalen Milrow at Alabama. It was bad. Who do you think the Giants get? The Giants are gonna go Carter here. I think no quarterback play. He sat for one play, but that's not the point. The point is he didn't have the awareness to just say he was hurt. Just lie. You can't say you needed a break when you're the quarterback. You can need a break. You just got to say you're banged up and still play. It's fine. Happens. especially after like a run. Be like, I need like just make something up. Don't give an honest answer. You're the quarterback. Green, Hunter to the Jags, yes sir. Uh-oh, explore more, my dude Pete. What is up? It's been a minute. We got more Ravens gang, more Flock Nation in the chat. It's becoming a Ravens chat over here. Uh-oh. What's up, man? It's been a minute. How you been? How you been? Explore more is an OG, guys. OG. You know what? Such an OG. He's getting moderator. The OG. Will Johnson to the Bucks. I know you're holding out for Will Johnson, bub. I like Jahad Campbell. Like, if it's Jahad Campbell, I would not be upset. I would not be upset. I'm hearing, like, D-end. I'm hearing D-end, potentially, for the Bucks. Why is the draft... Ew, I don't like this. We're going to... We got draft tracker? No. Oh, Hunter's from the Jacksonville area? Like, I knew he was from Florida. He's supposed to go to FSU. Here we go. Let's see. Sif literally playing Madden 25 on mobile. LSU is better than Oregon. Howdy, what's up? What's up? That is a true, technically a true statement. Great coming out of hibernation and postseason depression. Well, it's the right time to do it. Draft. It's Christmas in April, boys. At least you didn't get mopped in the Super Bowl. Yeah, but you got rings, man. The Ravens fans kill for a ring these days. Bum Titans fans, you pre-order that Cam Ward jersey? I want to see it. You got to change the name to Hopeful Titans fan. Hopeful Titans fan. Cam is good, I'm telling you. Yup. I think Cam is gonna be, that. I don't think Cam could be a top 5 guy. But can he be 8? Yeah. Why can't he be 8? We just watched the Eagles win the Super Bowl with a quarterback who's not a top 5 quarterback. So you put a good team with a good enough quarterback. If Cam's in that 15 to 8 range, you're good, man. You're good. Select Abdul Carter, Penn State, the end. Oh, new franchise. He'll run the division next season in second watch. Well, that division's a shit show always. Ward will be top 5 QB in less than 5 years. No shot. I don't see any of the top 4 changing in 5 years, and Jayden Daniels probably going to slide in there. He went came back like Superman to bring us a W. Yeah, don't say it. Division sucks. Yup. Nolan, what's up? Got that Oilers Cam Ward jersey. F Houston. Milrow will shock the world. All right, Bub, we're putting Bub down for the Milrow hot take. Nolan, I am a Vikings fan, unfortunately. Vikings fan, but this is a chat for everybody covering the draft. We got all sorts of fans up in here. My coworker, Titans fan, just cracked his chop shell for Ward. He's excited. Yeah, you got to have hope, guys. The draft is all about hope. I think Cam Ward gives him hope. Pavel, hello everybody. What's up? I didn't see that, Nolan. Don't worry about it. You're cool. You can call us ass. Oh, Nolan's a Vikings fan. Lit. Welcome to the channel, big dog. Welcome to the channel. Plus Houston, yeah, Cleveland and Houston had all those day 3 picks, like 2 5s, 2 6s, and a 7 all around there. Nolan almost got the timeout. Nah, it's okay. Finally, okay. Well, that's good to hear. Nolan, appreciate the sub. Are you new sub, Nolan? Old sub? But if you're new sub, welcome to the channel. Nope, joined 2 years ago? Okay. Old sub. Uh-oh, I lost my chat, guys. What's up? What's up? LSU Abdul to New York. Yup. The purple incarnation of Satan, aggressive. You mean Lamar Jackson? Milrow has no good quality save his legs and arm strength. I mean, he's a super athlete. The other purple team is cool with me at better. You're new? All right, well, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Hang out, have fun. Who do you want us to take tonight? Is this Nikola Jokic? If I was Nikola Jokic, I'd be getting ready to lose to the Clippers tonight. Both of them. Honestly, mostly the Ravens. I'm going to say, the Chiefs and the Vikings used to be the same franchise. The Chiefs, before Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs and the Vikings were the same franchise. Win games, decent regular season team, good regular season team. Make the playoffs, not win in the playoffs. Have heartbreak. Jags have Travis Hunter. They do. Aggressive, but screw it. Why not? Go get your guy. Are the Browns going to trade down again? I think this could be a thing. Will the Jags be a quarterback kill zone? I don't know what the Jags. I don't know what the Jags are going to be. I'm thinking offense for Hunter mostly. We're going to go wide receiver Hunter with a little defense. They believe in Trevor Lawrence. Got to figure out the defense. That division is so weird. If I'm the Browns, I'm trying to trade down with the Bears, yup, and get the Raiders. Screw your Raiders out of Genty, yup. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Get another first-round pick. Go from 5 to 10 and get next year's one so they could have 3 ones next year. Plus the 2-2s this year to move back in to potentially go get Dart or something to play quarterback. That could be the move. I'm worried if the Bears are going to get a good running back like Jahmyr Gibbs. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, let's just hope the Bears don't trade up. I hope that Jags and O-line and defense still sucks. I can't have the Jags being better than the Chiefs. Well, the Jags are never going to be better than Chiefs as long as Patrick Mahomes still plays in Kansas City. I think that's a safe bet. Probably a safe bet. All right, New England's pick is in. Will Campbell. I'm betting Will Campbell here. I think Will Campbell's probably a safe pick. I'm still not over the last game in Oakland. Fight me. Oh. Should we get another QB or no? No, I'm not. We only got 4 draft picks, Nolan. I'm not spending one on one of these shitty QBs. On the real, shout out to Mahomes. Even after losing, he was nice to fans. In Oakland or in the Super Bowl? Mahomes just seems like a nice guy. Nice guy. Betting Browns take Genty. That would be something. J-Dubs, what's up? You don't think the Bears are going to... You wouldn't trade up? The Browns trade back to 10. Let the Bears go get Genty. And give up next year's one. I don't know why fans that are fans of trash teams want to tank this year for Manning. Yeah, we haven't... Manning started 2 games in college. We haven't seen really anything from him. It's just all the pedigree, and there's a lot of buzz out of Austin, and they believe in Sarkisian. But I agree. He played in a shitty high school when he was there. Like, it's like the prestigious high school in Louisiana, but they were bad when he was there. Like, he was getting beat 50-0, and he was throwing, like... He would go like 8 for 35 with 2 interceptions against real teams in the first round of the playoffs. So, TBD'd on Arch, but I think the NFL guys love Steve Sarkisian. They love Steve Sarkisian's development. We should have like a defensive player or something. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going defense, maybe offensive lineman. Arch isn't that good. I would, but I'm not the GM easily. Yeah, give up 10 in next year's one. To go to 5, probably next year's 1 and a little bit more. If you just saw what the Jags gave up to go from 5 to 2, probably have to give up a little more. Draft actually going by fast. Yeah, it's actually, I think all the excitement with the trade Helped out a lot. Favorite Vikings player? It's got to be 18. It's got to be 18. Zay doesn't see the hype in Arch either. Mine was Cam Bynum, JJ, JA, and AJ. Oh, rip Cam Bynum. Nobody better touch with Johnson. Getting a top 1-tier talent running back on a rookie deal for the next 4 years is something I would love. Yeah, absolutely. It is a deep running back draft, though. Would you rather get a running back in the second round and take like Tyler Warren at 10? I had Tyler Warren there. They run a lot of Ben Johnson does love his 12 personnel. So Cole Kmet, Tyler Warren out there. Draft will start to slow down. I don't know about that. They try and keep this thing going fast. Jared Allen, the legend, Hall of Famer. Will Campbell. I don't like that suit for Will Campbell. Look at his little stubby arms. His arms look stubby. God. But people really like him. His arms do look small. Way I be hearing he could fall to the Eagles. Yeah, I'm sure somebody will fall to the Eagles and everybody will say it's an unbelievable pick. AJ, what's up? Welcome back. Yep. Rip Kyrie Jackson. That kind of screwed the Vikings' entire secondary plans, that's for sure. Will Johnson. Yeah, definitely could be on the board. Depends what the cornerback. Armand Membou is a right tackle. The Will Campbell arms definitely look stubby. David, are we keeping at 24? Depends on the board. I would bet 70-30 we're picking at 24. Depends on what the board looks like. There is a chance we could trade back. If the board is good for us, we could trade back. Trade back and then make a move in the secondary. That definitely could be one of our moves. I don't think Will Campbell, he's probably going to move to left guard. He's going to start at tackle. Kelvin Banks feels like the only left tackle at the top end of this draft. But we'll see. All right, Cleveland's pick is in, boys. Cleveland's pick is in. So it's going to be Graham or Genty. It's going to be Graham or Genty. Nolan, all right, hanging out. Gonna play some Madden. Bet. It's a long night. Tyler Warren would be fun. Got to protect Drake May. True. Patriots fans are not happy with that pick. They're so mad they lost that. They won that game against Buffalo. All they had to do was lose with Joe Milton. You'd have picked at number one. Somebody would have traded a ton of picks to go get Cam Ward, and you would have been in good shape. Or you could have won another game and been at 8, and then that's where you take Will Campbell. Will Campbell just feels bad at 4. Zay's top. You have Colson Loveland as your top tight end. Oof. That's a hot take, man. That's a hot take. Man, O-line. LSU don't put out O-linemen like that? That's crazy. Tulsa Loveland can't block is the problem, which is kind of crazy saying talking about a guy who comes from a hardball system. He's a bad blocker. How do we feel about the draft hats? Do we like the draft hat guys? Will Campbell is definitely a Louisiana boy. He's a slow speaking Southern boy, a polite boy. He's the opposite of a masshole. Will Campbell, culture, exact opposite culture of a masshole for Will Campbell. I have a question. What team should I be for a fantasy draft on Madden? Well, if you're not going to be the Vikings, who's got a cool logo? Be like, be like Seattle or Carolina. Get good logos and uniforms. LSU is wide receiver U, Endor DBU. He puts peanuts in his coke. Yes, yes. As he should. He's got to keep that weight on. He's got to keep that bulk on. Okay, Browns pick is in. Cleveland. Graham. I'm gonna go Mason Graham. Mm-hmm. They were okay with Mason Graham at 5. Okay, so we've had no shock besides the trade. My mock draft from Monday is looking great. The picks are the picks. I'm 5 for 5. I would say Alabama would be DBU. I don't know about that, guys. Don't sleep on our guys from LSU. LSU put out some dogs. Pat P just retired. Time for the Bears to trade up. Too late now, J Dubs. Too late now. Genty's gonna fall to the Raiders. Mason Graham, good pick. I just like that my mock from Monday. My final mock from Monday, guys, is 5 for 5. Doesn't have the right teams, but we're 5 for 5 on who's getting picked where. Uh, Talk about past 10 years, only first round. I need production. The Browns are autistic. The Browns got a haul, man. They're more than a piece of. They are more than a Travis Hunter away from being a good and competitive team. I like them trading back. They got a ton of picks. They can move back up to get a quarterback if they want to get a quarterback and sit them this year behind Flacco. Get rid of Watson. They got 2 1s next year, 2 2s this year at the top of the draft, and they got the best D tackle by a wide margin in Mason Graham. Mason Graham next to Myles Garrett on the interior, like that's a tough side of the line right there. They ripped off Jacksonville and 2 are impatient. Like there are so many good round 2 D tackles. It's not even, yeah, but Mason Graham's by far the best. I think the Saints fake Carr's injury to get off the contract. They're not getting cap relief with the injury though. All right, Genty here, guys. I don't mind having Henderson for pass pro. That's a good second round back. Jets taking Membou. Yeah, that's why I had the Jets taking 2. We locked in on Genty here, though. There's ways to get out of paying him. They already restructured. Most of it's fully guaranteed is the problem. They're a little cooked. The Saints are a little cooked. Steelers will take Milrow over Dart. The Steelers might just get Sanders. There you go. Genty to the. Sanders to the Saints. Oh, I don't know. If they're going to take a quarterback, I think they take Dart over Sanders, actually, with Kellen Moore. Genty to the Raiders was expected. Well, it wasn't this morning because it was all yesterday. It was yesterday and today it was all Jags. What are you typing away over there? God, dude, the phone's blowing up. We got important stuff going on. As much as I love you, chat, other people also want to know what I'm saying, what I'm thinking and saying. And my idiot friends don't watch the show. And one of them's working. One of them's we're at the Seahawks draft party. So he's chilling. Seahawks got a good gifts. They're giving away whiskey glasses to the VIPs that say 50th season on them. Very nice. Very fancy. Genty got a pep in a step. Were you taking Genty in the redraft with the way the coaching staff loves to run first? Oh, yeah. Genty's probably. Yeah. Genty's probably one, or in a redraft. Genty's definitely 1-1 in a dynasty. Like, like, Genty feels like a first round back. Genty probably. Like, where do I take. Do I take Genty ahead of, like. Yeah, 1-6? That feels good. Like, ahead of. Like, do you take him ahead of B Rob? Maybe. Do you take him ahead of Jahmyr Gibbs with what the Lions look like? The problem is the defenses are pretty good in that division, though. Like, Chiefs have a good D, Broncos have a good D, Chargers have a good D. And Geno's definitely the right quarterback for that system. Geno not going to turn the ball over. Geno can make throws, no problem. They're going to run the football. They have a good O-line. Genty could easily be a top 5 running back in the NFL next year. Easily. Geno slaying that thing. The draft is going fast, though, still. Love it. Draft is still cooking. Can we go 7 for 7, chat? The mock draft is 6 for 6. Not necessarily with the teams. Hold on, my camera's all looking all poopy. Hmm. These two predictable. The trade was crazy. The Jags trading almost screwed up the mock and then unscrewed up the mock. Because everybody had Genty to the Jags as of yesterday. Beast mode back in Vegas. I love it. All right, I need more beverages, boys. We got a long night ahead of us, but is the Jets pick in? Jets pick is in. Panthers on the clock. Jags trade was insane though. It was absolutely insane, J-Dub. I heard it probably 15 minutes before the draft. I heard buzz on the Jags. We're looking to move up, and I assumed for Hunter. There's no reason why they wouldn't be wanting to move up from 5 if they weren't going to take like Hunter. Because we heard offense from the new staff, and Daniel Jeremiah kind of leaked that Travis Hunter is going to be a wide receiver with a sprinkle of DB. He's going to be a wide receiver, dime package DB, wide receiver boss though. BTJ and Hunter, fun for Trevor. Yeah, if Trevor can actually like be good. If Trevor Lawrence can't work in this offense, guys, Trevor Lawrence is never going to work. They gotta bolster the offensive line a little bit, but he's got weapons, got an offensive coach. He's got a guy who says Duval. We got the cringe lord at coach. Ooh, Kayvon. The Giants are picking up Kayvon Thibodeau's 5th-year option. Does that mean they're going to trade him? Not a fan of their own. Yeah, the Jags O line and their secondary is not great. They need to move on from Trevor Wilsey. They just gave him like $55 million. He's at least getting one more season, probably two. I have to look. I'd have to break down the Lawrence contract to see when they can get out of it, but they did extend him last year. Yeah, after his contract, I think he's got 4 years left on the contract. What does the Trevor Lawrence contract look like? Trevor Lawrence contract. Oh my god. What does Sport Rack say? Okay, they have an out in 2029. That's not good. Zero dead cap out in 2029. What would the dead? Okay, they can also get out for 7 million dead, 7.5 million dead in 2028, 44 in 27. They can't get it. It's 113 this year and 88.5 next year. So he's on the team for at least another 2 seasons, Trevor Lawrence. He's getting 2 years with this staff. All right, Jets picks in, then I'm going to go grab some more seltzers. Get litty titty. Armand Membou, we're 7 for 7, chat. I should have put some gambling on. He's been a big disappointment, so-called next generation. True. I like the pick. Panthers on the clock. They haven't made the pick yet. I'll be right back though. Chat. Oh, camera wouldn't focus. All right. You didn't believe in your convictions. You could have been rolling in the dough. Can't bet here, J-Dubs. Can't bet in Texas. And I wasn't like rolling around over here to bet the draft. Skirt the law over here. Go through like Bovada. I didn't even look at Bovada. Normally the friend group does like a draft pick'em. But we can't even do that anymore because the NFL's lame. My buddy can't even run his own he can't run a fantasy team unless the payout is less than $200 or some shit like that. So if he runs it with one of our buddies to get in our other money leagues. The NFL's got some stupid ass rules for all employees. We're going to pass it. We're going to pass legalized sports gambling, though. Trust me, I bitch and complain about it all the time. I got to look at basketball and hockey scores, too. There are other sports going on tonight, and my other Fire Stick didn't want to work. I think the Falcons will be the team to draft Mike Green. Yeah, Mike Green feels like a good spot for Atlanta at this point. Knicks up 2 on the Pistons in the third. Uh-oh. Panthers up 1-0. Senators, Maple Leafs tied at 1. Nope. 7 for 7. That's why we haven't had any reaches yet, guys. I got Jaylen Walker here going to the Panthers. I don't want Sanders in the AFC North. If I had to bet, I would say it's Pittsburgh. I would say it was Pittsburgh if I had to bet. If I had to bet one, I would say it was Pittsburgh. Who the hell is in Lambeau Field? They got shit going on in Lambeau Field and not at the draft outside next to Lambeau Field? Dumb. All right, Panthers, Jaylen Walker here at 8, I'm feeling. Oh, Ted McMillan. Oh. Oh, okay. That is a bit of a shock. I think we had him in mock. T-Mac is spicy. I think in mock 3 we had T-Mac to the Panthers. That's a bit of a shocker, though. I feel shocked. Yeah, like seriously, upgrade the defense. The defense was awful. That was something. Ted McMillan. Okay. They don't believe in Thielen. Well, Thielen's like 37. Maybe they don't believe in Leggett. Maybe they said they're going to score 40 points. We're going to score 45 points a game. F the defense. God, that's weird. Maybe they don't. Maybe they think they can get another edge rusher at the top end of the second or D tackle. Saints pick is in. If he's that guy and they fix the D later, I would understand that. Yeah. But Ted McMillan, there's some question marks. Guy don't love ball, apparently. He's got other interests. His route running's really bad, too. He's like a less polished Drake London. I call him the jump ball merchant. His ceiling is Mike Evans. He was the big slider. Everybody was rumor he was going to slide. He's up on the rookie draft now. Huge volume, low floor with Young. Yeah, especially if Bryce Young continues to be Bryce Young that we saw at the end of last year. Mix in a little bit of my boy Chuba. Yeah, he's. I mean, he easily steps in as the number one wide receiver there. I think he's definitely your red zone target. They don't love that. Tells me Jatavion Sanders not going to be at a tight end. He's going to be your red zone target guy, and we saw, did come from Tampa Bay. I shouldn't. Kind of came from Tampa. Seattle and Tampa Bay is the background there. So DK, Mike Evans, Ted McMillan fits that kind of offensive style. Is there going to be a Sauce Gardner trade for the Vikings? I would say no, David. I don't think they're going to make a move for Sauce. They have a little bit less cap space than they thought they were going to. Somebody didn't fill in the paperwork correctly on the Byron Murphy shit, and we lost like $7 million. Tet going with a little bit of a less fancy lay. We see the Polynesian guys go with those crazy neck lays. His very, very small, modest. I like the draft hats. I should have bought one. I like them. They were expensive though. I don't necessarily love like the reef on the brim, but I do love the color combo. Especially like Minnesota, black and purple looks good. They got a little Viking helmet pin. Tough. Saints pick is in. Okay, here's the quarterback spot. If it's not Shador Sanders, Michael Williams. Here we go. Jackson Dart would be crazy right here, guys. The Saints haven't drafted a first round quarterback since Arch Manning in 1971. Here's the draft kind of hinges on these picks right here. Oh, Marcus Davenport. QB. Uh-oh, you guys ahead of me? You guys are a little ahead of me, I think. Jackson Dart. Kelvin Banks Jr. That's not crazy. Tackle. That's fine. That's not that bad. I thought they would go DN potentially, but Banks makes sense. The Niners are sick right now. That was felt like the Niners guy right there. Who is going to be playing quarterback moving forward? Jackson Dart in the second round. Safe pick. Very safe pick, J-Dubs. I'd like that for the Bears. All right, who do you want? You're on the clock. Who do you want? Who do you want? Henderson or Warren here? That feels so high for Travion Henderson. Amarion Hampton? Taysom Hill is not on the Saints anymore, Zins, I don't think, and he's got like a blown out knee. He's out for the season. He's dead if he is. I think he got cut. Henderson over Hampton. That's interesting. Nico. Nico's trading Jerry Jones for LeBron James. LeBron James might be a better GM than Jerry Jones in Dallas. Mariam Hampton is not a zone run guy. True. Would you prefer Caleb Johnson then? I mean, Mariam Hampton's probably going to be able to run anywhere. Diabolical. James Skull from Missouri. Skull, brother, Skull. Welcome to the channel. LeBron James did almost play for the Cowboys when there was a lockout. Now, LeBron be going down getting poked in the face. What's he going to go? What happened if he went across the middle? Yeah, some people had Hampton almost neck and neck with Genty. Some GMs I heard. Broncos. I had McMillan go to the Broncos because I thought McMillan was about to hit a free fall. Can we make a run at the draft with number 24? Is it time to make a trade our pick and get more picks? It just depends on the board, David. What we do there. Could trade back. Could make that pick. When's the schedule release? The Packers fans suck. Oh my God. Get this over with. The Vikings do play the Ravens. We play them in Minnesota, though. They get Cincy and Baltimore, Minnesota, and they're at the Browns, at the Steelers. And the word is the Viking Steelers might be overseas again. May 14th. Okay, guys, May 14th, I will be live for the schedule release with a schedule release video, I'm sure, and a live stream. So mark your calendars. May 14th, we'll be live on the channel. See, they're dragging the damn draft out with this nonsense. The Bears pick's been in for like 10 minutes, it feels like. I think I would be trading back here. I don't know. Pick is in, though. Yeah, this is a weird spot at 10 for Chicago. Especially the way the draft's falling out. I like Tyler Warren here. We play 3 games out of the USA. That feels like a lot. I doubt it'll be 3, maybe 2. They haven't announced the full internet. They haven't announced the international slate yet, just where they're playing. Yeah, he had to shut up the Packers fans. They can't boo a dead guy. I mean, they could. They are Packer fans. Cole Komet shares with Tank. Yep, true. But they use 2 tight. I mean, they could just throw to 2 tight ends. Lions did it. Loveland? Wow. Wow. Yo. I did not have that as the first tight end off the board. Rip. That's tough, especially since Loveland can't block. Loveland can't block. See, I knew that was coming. That's crazy. They have commit. Yeah, well, we like two tight ends. This is not Sam Laporta. 100% agree. Sam Laporta can fucking block. That's why I liked Warren. Warren's not the best blocker, but he's a decent blocker, and he's every bit as good of a route runner and pass catcher. And like they could do, I feel just like Ben Johnson could do like sneaky shit with a guy like Tyler Warren. Put him in at quarterback. Maybe Caleb's running routes, okay? Tyler Warren can play quarterback. He can do he just feels like a better Taysom Hill, and Ben Johnson can just use him as a toy. Loveland was Zay's number one tight end. Rip Bears, though. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm disappointed. This feels like a panic pick. Yeah, were they expecting Banks probably? They probably had Banks, and they weren't expecting New Orleans to take Banks, and they were going to take Banks there. Yeah, that doesn't feel great. I'm with you. I mean, it feels good for me because I want the Bears to make bad picks, but it definitely feels like a better pick. If he's getting first round value, I'm in from a dynasty perspective. Always about the fantasy upside here. Wow. I feel shocked. Never know. They can learn blocking. True. They can learn blocking, but you can't learn blocking like that much. Who the Cowboys snagging? Golden. Yeah, I think Golden's the safe pick for the boys now. If McMillan's off the board, they're going Golden here. Niners pick is in. That was nuts, guys. Holy shit. I needed to get my record. I need to get my recording going on the off to make these shorts reacting to these picks. These picks are nuts. Mm, I spilled. Ah! Mark Andrews was horrible at blocking and he got better at that. Yeah, but he's still not a good blocker. I wouldn't consider Mark Andrews a good blocking tight end. Guess who's going to O line training camp? Ben Johnson's gonna put him through the ringer, I guess. Eh, now I look like a schmutz over here. He's better than he was at Oklahoma. Fair, fair. But like Warren feels like a guy who can go from like an okay blocker to like a good blocker and just do everything Loveland can do. I don't know. That was a weird pick. Why are we chanting USA, chat? What happened? USA, USA. 49ers, Jahdae Barron could be a one. Will Johnson to the Bucks, and I will cry. Cowboys should take Sanders. It'd be funny. Get the hype for the drama of it all. Praise Abel. Michael Williams, pass rusher. Okay. Okay. I get the pick. My camera keeps going out of focus. Military was on the screen. Okay. USA. USA. I missed it. Man got a big roid. Michael Williams, a big fuck, yeah. All right, I guess I'll throw on the Cowboys pick is in. All right, guys, if you haven't already, drop a quick like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel. We got daily sports content for you guys. Appreciate everybody hanging out on Thursday night, watching the draft with us. Didn't expect that for the 49ers. Yeah, a little surprising, but like, makes sense. 49ers defense makes sense. Oh, you're talking about my Android. Get wrecked. iPhone sucks. You liked it before I started today? Of course you did. You're a goat, that's why. Bub's a terrorist over here. I'm gonna report Bub to the government. iPhone's better. iPhone's not better. Jerry is a fool. It's Jerry. Of course he's a fool. All right, let me throw on the other. Let's see. I'll throw on the other camera. Get the recording going so I can react to this Jerry pick. Ah! Jerry. What NFL team should I use for my online fantasy draft league? Like Madden or like actual fantasy, like team names. Hold on. Cowboys. Tyler Booker, they went guard? The Jerry. Okay. They went guard? I guess he behaved himself? That's kind of out of nowhere. Number one true guard, not a first round grade guy though. At 12, I thought it would be Praise Abel before Tyler Booker. That was an interesting one. Okay. Okay. There you go. Now we got like a short recorder for the Cowboys. Tyler Booker's ecstatic. See, they know something here because they invite these guys to the damn draft room. They get them in there. They know. Peekaboo Skulls. Hey, is sick. Gone. Jake, what's up? Welcome, welcome. I'm the Cowboys now. I can't go back. Okay. I'm pissed. Hey, you still got your pass rushers out there. Cowboy fans asking for my insight on the uh insight. D1 Colt, what's up? Welcome back. Looking for the ghost of Zach Martin. True, J Dubs. True. Oh, good news too. John's coming back right after the draft. I think next week he's gonna have content like tomorrow or next Monday or Tuesday, Sunday. John's back. I had a phone call with John like 2 weeks ago. We have a schedule set up. Post draft fantasy content is back. Will Johnson, please last. Jonathan Azaraku or Zariku. I think it's Azariku. I heard somebody says from Boston College. Yup. Last Boston College guy we drafted worked out. Typical Cowboys. Hopeful Titans fan. There we go. He took my eye. I'll keep an eye out. Yup. I don't want to get your hopes up too much, but he's locked in. He had a bunch of, the same nonsense he had to deal with last year, still dealing with. But actually, I can pull it up. Let's see if he changed it. We have a schedule. Stream Sunday, it sounds like. Uh, Sunday, April 27th. Video. We have a video tentatively scheduled for Sunday from John. Will Johnson, please change my life. What if they pass on Will Johnson? Zay Flowers was a Boston College guy. Has he lived up to the hype, though? He hasn't been bad. He's been fine. Would you have preferred Jordan Addison over Zay Flowers? $1 million question. JPJ to round shoes. So was Harold Landry. Warren to the Colts would be a dumpster fire. I'll die if they pass. I'll die. No. Warren to the Colts is the most. That was the number one mock guy besides Genty to the Raiders. It felt like down the draft hole. No, just due to the off the field shit. True. Zay is a stud. I don't know about a stud. I would call him solid. Call Zay Flowers solid. Loveland. Rip. Yeah, Bears taking Loveland shocked you. It shocked everybody. Shocked our resident Bears fan, J-Dubs, here, too. Felt like Tyler Warren would be the guy there. What's the big board looking like? Okay, off the board. Who's the best available? Walter Nolan, best available. According to PFF, Malachi Starks also up there. Mike Green, Jahdae Barron, Warren. All these guys on the only guys not drafted, Membou. But pretty good overall available right there. I need Will Johnson in my life. Dude really changed his name. Who changed their name? Just to change it back when they get 6 wins. Zay Flowers, first ever homegrown Pro Bowl wide receiver. True. True, but was he really like a Pro Bowler? I mean, he made it. Big Baller, what's up? Are you balling? Welcome, will do. What's good? What's good? You enjoying the draft? This draft has been nuts, guys. And it's moving pretty fast, even though we are only at pick 13. We're an hour, almost at an hour and a half in, hour 26. Hopefully, Titans fan. Hopeful Titans fan. Hopeful Titans fan. Will Johnson is the new sauce. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Will Johnson ain't got that man coverage like that. Will Johnson's a little slow. Great zone corner. Really smart guy. He actually will get 7 wins. Thank you very much. He's full of hope. He's no longer bum Titans fan. We've watched the evolution. He's no longer bum Titans fan. He's hopeful Titans fan. Okay, let me get the pick up since you are happy with your team's pick. Yes. Let's go. No, I hate it here. All right. There's a poll out. Are you happy with the pick? Yes, let's go. No, hate it here. Haven't picked, but happy. Haven't picked, but we're cooked. Dolphins. Malachi, I don't know. Kenneth Grant, D tackle out of Michigan. Everybody trying to tell me, oh, Derek Harmon, blah, 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 blah. He didn't play last year, though. He played like 3 games last year. Will Johnson. And he was bad in the game he got hurt in. He was bad in. Has to be Milrow, Shador Sanders, or Dart. Who, for the Steelers? Yeah. Gonna be a quarterback, probably. Who do you want your Vikings to pick if they stay and draft Malachi Starks? Yeah, Malachi Starks or Jahdae Barron's good. Corbin, Kenneth Grant to the Dolphins. Yes, that was kind of a weird pick. The offensive line isn't that good. The board for the offensive line isn't that good. I feel like we're going to go Praise Abel. If we go Derek Harmon, I'm going to be sick. Was kind of surprised by the Browns picking Graham. Who would you have had? Like Genty once they traded back? I like Graham there, trading back. Johnson wasn't going to get picked anywhere here. Johnson's going to be the third corner off the board. Second corner if you don't count Hunter. Derek Harmon for the Ravens. Yeah, to replace Pierce. They got to replace Michael Pierce now. They got to go into the interior. Tyler Warren. Easy, easy. The Colts fans are ecstatic. Colts fans just ecstatic. Thought the Browns would pick O line. There was nobody to pick at number 5, Corbin. Sauce played man in college. Will Johnson didn't play any man in college. Sauce, Quinion Mitchell was the sauce. Will Johnson, no sauce. Will Johnson's own guy. Last Oregon guy we drafted in the first round worked out well. Who was that? No idea. Colts Tyler Warren. Yup, another weapon for AR. It's over. Maybe he's going to play quarterback. I'm ecstatic. I'm a Colts fan right there. That's a good pick. Yeah, Cam Ward play basketball? Yeah, because he's 6 a million. 6'5", I think. Not Cam Ward, excuse me. Tyler Warren. Yep, I'm feeling good if I'm a Colts fan. Dallas Clark, the All-Pro. Jaden Skull brother. Imagine Falcons do something completely unexpected like last year. I don't. They got to draft a DN. Like, there's so many good. Like Walker here for the Falcons. Who do you think the Bucks getting? We're on the Will Johnson train. Where's Bub at? We're on the Will Johnson train for the Bucks right now. Warren shares down bad right now. True. No, Danny Dimes, J Dubs. Danny Dimes. Danny Dimes. Haloti Ngata, last Oregon guy for the Ravens. Yep, that worked out well. I actually heard a funny Haloti Ngata story today anyway. Like, they got baited into giving. Ozzy just said give up the 6th pick just to make sure we get him, to trade up and get him. Have you heard almost trade and draft with Vikings Ravens? No, the crazy Vikings Ravens trade. No, but I don't doubt that they wouldn't have one. Falcons don't want to pick. I see. True. It ain't that late. I'm a Texans fan. I really hope we trade up because we aren't getting anybody that low. Uh, yeah, just you need somebody to trade with. Praise Abel still on the board. Emeka Ibuka. The offensive line's not looking good. Will Johnson, James Pierce for Tampa. We're riding. Brody, what do you feel about the Cowboys pick? Booker, best guard in the draft, just like a reach at 12. It feels like I would have preferred Gray Zabel. I think Gray Zabel, a little bit more potential, a little bit more flexibility. Big, mean, nasty run blocker. But not a first round guy. Could he be Travis Frederick? Potentially. Potentially. Best true guard in the draft. We're waiting on Shador Sanders. Mel Kiper still banging the table for Shador Sanders. Who the hell is surprised Shador Sanders hasn't been picked yet? I'm not. Look at him. He's in Texas. Oh no, the call. The NFL line was busy. The pick didn't get in. Was that the Dante Culpepper 03? That would have been the Kevin Williams draft. That changed the rules for the NFL. The NFL only had one phone line, and the NFL didn't pick up the phone line. That's why the clock expired on them. And so they've changed that now. They have like 20 phone lines, so you can always call in your trades. It didn't cost them anything because they still took Kevin Williams, who they were going to take. I think the Jags squeezed in and got Leftwich, but the Vikings weren't going to take Leftwich. They already had Culpepper. Hot take, but I think Jalen Milroe is better than Shador. Super hot take, Corbin. You and Bub. Jalen Milroe was awful in college, guys. He couldn't complete a pass. Killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. I don't think any of these quarterbacks are good. I wouldn't draft any of these quarterbacks in the first round. So I will stand on that. Cam Ward's the only first-round quarterback I was okay with. For real, I just found out about that. Yeah, trust me. I know that as a Vikings fan about the Vikings Vikings getting jumped. They didn't lose anybody that they were going to get, but had to do with the NFL. It was a fuck up on the NFL's end. Oh, look, it's the loser Packer fans. They suck. Boo, Packers. Milroe isn't worth the first. Agreed. None of these quarterbacks are. I wouldn't take any of these guys, but someone's going to take Sanders with a first. And maybe Dart. And maybe Milroe. Who the hell knows? Feels aggressive. Guys, I'm going to be up all night having to do this damn post-draft stuff. Falcons. The end. Jaylen Walker out of Georgia. There you go. The Falcons actually took a defensive player, guys. Lit. All three aren't going to be round one. Well, I think two could be round one. Now, the Browns own 2 second-round picks, and the Giants are lurking. Thought it would be Mike Green. Yeah, I just don't think they thought Walker would be on the board. We had Carolina taking Walker early. Arizona drafted Milton. Joe Milton? Not in this draft. Don't let Mike Green land with the Steelers. Mike Green's going to fall a little bit. On the head, yeah. Which Milton? These other picks not even in yet. He's saying Joe Milton. Looks like a Tennessee fan. Can't tell. The pitcher's got an orange guy. Could be a Vols fan. Titans fan. Yeah, Walker dominated Texas. He's trolling. He's definitely Milroe. Now he's going Milroe. Arizona's not taking a quarterback. Steelers could go D. Yes. Steelers fans were arguing if Sanders is on the board, the Steelers are taking Sanders. Yeah. If Sanders is on the board, I think the Steelers are taking Sanders. Dart or should don't. Should don't Sanders. First defensive player picked by the Falcons since Vic Beasley. Good job, Atlanta. Good job. No, they signed Rodgers and draft a running back in this loaded class. Does Rodgers even want to play? I don't think so. Piercer Johnson's looking good for Tampa. Here at 16, you're getting into a good shot. Arizona could go. Arizona, Cincy, and Seattle could all go defense, but Seattle probably Praise Abel. Jaylen Walker, first Georgia Bulldog the Falcons have taken in the first or second round since 1966. Yo. Joe, how are the Falcons picks looking? I mean, Jaylen Walker's fine. Nothing crazy. It's fine. Good edge rusher. I think it's good value for where they got him. Tomlin does not go with the guy everyone expects. Fair. Fair. Could make a Najee Harris and a Najee Harris is in LA, Corbin. Najee Harris plays for the Los Angeles Chargers now. But Mariam Hampton could fill in that spot. Small chance Will Johnson, maybe not. Maybe. Bengals taking a corner. I think Bengals are going interior. I could see like Derek Harmon or Walter Nolan. But yeah, Najee Harris is a free agent. And he signed with the Chargers. Maybe the Bengals go linebacker. They could go Jahad Campbell too. Bengals could go linebacker. Cardinals pick is in. No real. We only had the one trade at the top end. Everybody's been. I don't think anybody wants to move back is the problem yet. I think it's gonna get spicy on the back end. Big Baddy wants the Lions to get Mike. There's Walter Nolan. There we go. D tackle. Yup. What the Lions to get Mike Green? Might be on the board, might not. It'll be tough. Bengals ain't going DB. Bengals are signing Sanders. They're drafted Sanders. Well, Nico Harrison already traded 3 first-round picks for Sanders, I thought. Well, definitely a running back if all they have is Jaylen Warren. Yeah, but it's a deep running back draft. They could go running back second, third round. I don't know how many picks they have, but deep running back draft. There's Walter Nolan. What's the board looking like? Okay, best available according to ESPN: Will Johnson, Jahdae Barron, Derek Harmon, James Pierce, Maxwell Harrison, Jahad Campbell, Mike Green, Amarion Hampton, Shamar Stewart, Matthew Golden, Josh Simmons, Nick Imaware. Jesus, they are down on Malachi Starks. Yikes. That's crazy. That's aggressive. That Nobody took a corner and they fall to the Lions. Well, they did take a corner, and the Eagles got the 2 best corners in the draft last year. I think the Lions very much rather have Cooper DeJean than uh Arnold. Tampa's locking in on Will Johnson. The Lions need an edge rusher. I forgot about that. Yeah, Quinion Mitchell, Cooper DeJean. All right, where does Cincy go? That is the smallest hat of all time. Jesus. All right, everybody, if you haven't already, drop a quick like on the stream. Helps us out a ton. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. We got daily sports content. I got long form videos. We'll have my first round draft grades out tomorrow morning. We got live streams. We got a daily sports staff after today short. So hit that like button, hit that sub button. We'll be right back. Where are the Texans at? We are at 17. The Texans are at 25, Drape. So still a little bit to go here. Hutchinson and Mike Green, small chance would be a crazy duo. Yeah, I think more likely maybe James Pierce, Donovan Ezeraku. I definitely think the Lions are going DN here, though. Lions need help at the front of the defense. The Lions just need defensive depth everywhere. Poor Abdul Carter staying with New York for 4 years. It's 5, not 4, if they pick up the option. Giants could be good, man. 5 years to turn around. Plus, New York, not the worst place. It's New Jersey, technically. Hey, yo, Gabagool. Hang out with Tony Soprano. Bengals, James Pierce. Okay, DN for Bengals. I'm surprised the Bengals haven't traded Trey Hendrickson yet. What are your thoughts on Jaylen Walker falling to the Falcons? I mean, that's a good pick. That's a good pick for the Falcons right there. I had Mike Green mock to them, but I thought Walker would go to the Panthers. So good pick for the Falcons. Good pick to the Falcons, I think. I said it earlier. They haven't drafted a guy in the first or second round out of Georgia since 1966. The Falcons. Not big on the Bulldogs, I guess. Bengals pick 17. We're getting close, boys. Still working with Trey Hendrickson over there. More pass rush. Okay, Mike Green right here. Maybe Michael Williams if they want to get a little spicy. Bengals taking forever. Bengals are hard headed. Yeah, but they signed 2 of those guys. Uh, Safety from South Carolina, Nick Emawari. I don't know. Watching the draft and the stream, attaboy, bub. That's how you should do it. Draft and stream. They really scratching their hairs. Shamar Stewart. Thanks and gig 'em, boys. Woo! Yeah, Shamar. Corbin, I was wrong. What are they doing? Oh, all about potential, baby. Michael Williams is on the 40. You're right. That's right. They took Michael Williams. I forgot he was drafted already. Mike Green. But Shamar Stewart. There you go. The Aggie boy. He is a project. He's got all the talent. A&M just is shitty with development sometimes. I don't know. Oaks, appreciate the sub. Welcome, welcome. Guys, if you're subbed and you're new here, I can only see public subs, so just drop it in the chat. I will shout you out if you want that shout out. Otherwise, welcome. I had Nick. Yeah, I think Malachi Starks over Nick Imawari. I don't think Nick Imawari is a very good coverage guy. He's just a freaky athlete. His tape isn't that good. He's a freaky hybrid. Run him around out there, get him in the spots. All right. Seahawks on the. They need an O line. Yeah, Praise Abel, Josh Simmons, Malachi Corley, or Michael Corley Jr., the tackle out of Oregon. Shamar, very happy. Myles Garrett in Cleveland, Shamar Stewart in Cincy. I love the Aggies in the AFC North. And we got Matabike in Baltimore. AFC and more in Pittsburgh still. We got A&M in the AFC North. Packers are going to take your guy. Yeah. Will Campbell is a buck. Will Johnson. Knicks just hit a buzzer beater on the Pistons. Lit. I should have been keeping more tabs on that. Who hit it? All right, I'll be right back, guys. Praise Abel. Yes, Abel to the Seahawks. Are they not in here? Sorry, my Seahawks contact texted me. Sorry, I was taking a piss. Yes, I knew that pick before it was in. Seahawk boys text me, confirmed Praise Abel before the pick was in. But we're in, we're back. Praise Abel. Imagine the Eagles taking Desmond Watson late so somebody can stop the rush. Who? Desmond Watson. Is able to the Seahawks, yes. I'm just exciting for what the Steelers will do. Yeah, I'm thinking Shador for the Steelers, Corbin. Did the Rock School WrestleMania 41 by having Travis Scott going to the ring 2 nights in a row? Probably, but no. We got John Cena to win as a bad guy. Everybody wanted it. Bucks should get a linebacker for the future. Will Johnson. Yes, Will Johnson. I like Jahad Campbell as well. Are the Bucks getting Will Johnson? Potentially. Desmond Watson. Oh, the fat piece of shit from Florida. No, he's not good. Steelers should take Jackson Dart over Sanders. I don't know about that. I saw it before it was announced on TV too. Yeah, the Seahawks boys. Terrell texted me in Seattle. They had it out beforehand. But Micah's face when he saw the Cowboys pick. Not happy with the Tyler Booker pick. Micah didn't know what to do. All right, Bucks on the clock. Oh, shit. Surprised Shador wasn't drafted a little bit earlier. Yeah, it felt like he was the quarterbacks were the fallers. The NFL guys don't bat an eye. I'm surprised Golden's still on the board here. I might have to head out. See you, Corbin. Texans pick coming up. Who do you want? Who do you want? Who do you want? Make your call right now. I think Shador is probably the end of the first round. We might see some teams trade back into the first round to get Sanders or Dart. You really don't see second round quarterbacks. What if the Lions take Golden and trade JMO? Might happen, but I hate it. JMO is kind of a head case, but I could see him taking a wide receiver. They could just go Golden and go 3 wide. They need 3 wides. DJ always knows his stuff. O-line, I don't care who, just anybody is better than the traffic cones. True. If he's still there. But I think Golden should still be there. No, maybe Denver at 20 could take Golden or Hampton. Because teams just trade up. You want the 5th-year option. So you get a 5th-year option on quarterback, on anybody. You get a 5th-year option on your first-round draft picks. Otherwise, they're 4 years and out. So that's why you see teams trade into the back end of the first round to get that 5th-year option. Plus, you trade up to go get your guy if he's a quarterback. See Lamar Jackson. See Teddy Bridgewater. See a lot. We've had like 35 quarterbacks taken in the first round over the last 6 years and only 10 in the second. Or 6 in the second. 6 in the second. You just don't see second-round quarterbacks anymore. It's first round or later. It's first round or third and fourth, 5th round guys. Uh, Emeka Ibuka, yep. Do you want us to trade the picks and get more picks? David, no, I'm okay with drafting here. With the way the board's looking right now, I think we're going to have one of our... If Barron and Starks are on the board, just take them. Just take him. Emeka Egbuka. Yeah, Emeka Egbuka is probably going to be a really good number 2 wide receiver in the NFL. Not a number 1, but a number 2. Really good. I hope we get a Tunsil with a better attitude. Probably not getting a Tunsil this late in the draft. No shot. Not even taken yet, but it's early. Emeka Egbuka is underrated and Shedeur Sanders is overrated. True. Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver, Bob. Bob. Oh, Bob. Emeka Egbuka. A little surprising there. I want the Raiders to draft Will Johnson in the 2nd round, Green. Vikings need a DB. I agree, James. Ashton Genty about to be a little Barry Sanders for real. Wow. He's replacing Mike Evans, man. Mike Evans on the way out. It's Godwin and Egbuka. That is kind of crazy. No defense still. We have enough wide receivers. Uh-oh. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin on the way out, man. New generation. A lot of defense is falling, working out very well for the Raiders. Everybody on the back end needs pass rushers and defense. We were just talking about them. Yes. I'm done. We had McMillan. Rip. They are replacing Mike Evans. Yes, on his way out. He gives us one, we need it. Hey, give us one, we need it. Not there. Hey, man. Shedeur brothers tweeting out another head ass. I'm sure the one that doesn't play football. Mike Evans getting old. Maybe trade him before he turns. Trade Godwin, bro. They just re-signed Godwin. Evans a legend in Tampa, though. Shout out to him. Sure, they'll just trade him to Kansas City at the trade deadline. Sanders has 2 brothers. There's an older Sanders brother who is not good at football, and there's Shiloh, who is fucking awful and the worst player ever. Am I the only person that predicted Ted McMillan to the Panthers? Yeah, in the end, when it came down to it, I had McMillan in my 3rd mock draft to the Panthers, but not in my last one. We should have never signed Godwin if we had wide receiver plans. Hey, sometimes plans change. Sometimes plans change. Why did the Bucks take a book and they don't need a wide receiver? Vikings just drafting Shiloh 1st round. Don't put that on me, Green. Don't put that on me, man. He's hopeful. He changed. Look, he's not bum. He's hopeful now. Crazy I said he was going to be a good wide receiver and they got drafted. That is crazy. Johnny, that is crazy. Niners dominating the draft so far. Browns in 2nd right now. I don't love Mykel Williams for the Niners. He's fine. They got to figure that secondary's bad, man. I would definitely lose it. I'm going to lose it if we take Harmon over Starks or Barron. Evans on 3 more years. Yeah, but Evans is getting old. How do I feel about the Jags trade up? I feel like the Browns fleeced the Jags. Do I want Rodgers to be our quarterback? No. I'm not on the Rodgers train. We're just going to ride with JJ. We're going to win less games, but it'll be enough to make the playoffs. To be fair, Jags need a reason to show up. True, but Ashton Genty would have been a reason to show up. They were going to take Genty at 5, it sounded like. Ibuka over Golden is wild, but Ibuka kind of fits as a number 2 wide receiver in that system. Like Golden feels like a number 1. I'm taking Golden if I'm Denver here. Maybe Hampton. Nobody's trading up to make the quarterback move. I'm still shocked we have 30 wide receivers. True. I'm high on Ibuka. Yeah, I just don't think he's a number 1. I think he's a number 2. Evans doesn't get the recognition he deserves. True. Oh, yeah. Oops. The board is not updated. There you go. I gotta switch over the window. Thank you. I got y'all. I had the wrong window open. Golden should be a number 2 and develop to a number 1. Yeah, probably. Golden and Dallas felt really good. Do I want Kirk to return? No Kirk Cousins. No more vets. We're rolling with what we have. This isn't real. I have to switch teams. We just might need Michael to be a solid starter this year to open up lanes for Bosa and Warner. They need back end help, Dakota. They need back end help. Who's covering back there? Broncos pick is in. Kurt ass. Jags trading 2 firsts, a second, and a third for Travis Hunter was way aggressive. Browns did a great job. Browns are probably going to get an A from me. He also has like a domestic assault. I don't even know if Isaiah Bond's going to get drafted. He's like got legal troubles too, Johnny. Matthew Golden waiting. You don't like Mustafa at safety? They need corners. They lost their best corner. Should we draft Dart as a quarterback? No, David. No quarterbacks. No quarterbacks. JJ McCarthy. He robbed the Vikings and now a bench player. True. Isaiah Bond ain't in jail. He got arrested. He turned himself in and is out on bond for a domestic assault issue. He definitely has legal troubles. Starks and Imawari better than Mustafa. Yeah, I hope we draft Starks or Barron. Imawari, I'm gonna be like, eh. Broncos pick. I like his tie. Good Broncos tie. My goat, Malachi Starks. Yeah, I'm a big Malachi Starks guy. I think Imawari is good for jump balls and things. Yeah, he's a super athlete. His tape just isn't bad. Is Bo Bellaquist in the draft from North Dakota? I have no idea. Jade Barron, corner. Okay. More defense for Denver. Are the Eagles going up for Starks? I don't think the Eagles nobody's picking up the phone for the Eagles. Okay, Pittsburgh on the clock here at 21. Probably Sanders? Right, that was a bizarre Broncos pick. Mariam Hampton going somewhere like the Commanders. Yeah, I like Mariam Hampton to the Commanders potentially. Starks combine wasn't as His tape's all Starks tape is really good, and he can help run fit and cover people. Isaiah Bond isn't getting drafted. Trey Smith was a first round pick, but went undrafted due to the off the field stuff. And Isaiah Bond wasn't even that high. He had a bad season. I think we got a Buka because Godwin is injury prone, and Mike Evans is a future Kansas City Chiefs. Quinshon Judkins to the Broncos in the second round. That's a potential spot. Jackson Dart is a bust or a star, not in the middle. That feels like a lot of quarterbacks. The pick is in. All right, is this the Sanders pick? I don't know if Dart is good. I don't think any of these quarterbacks are good. What's the poll look like? 52% people are happy. 41% their team hasn't picked yet. But they're feeling good. He wasn't that good in college, Dart. Watch that fourth quarter against Florida. Yo. It's Sanders. I'm leaning Sanders too. William Colts, you like the pick? Do you like the Tyler Warren pick for the Colts? They got no second round pick, the Steelers. Very much, yeah. You kind of felt to them. Bears helped you out. Cam Ward going to be offensive rookie. Yeah, quarterback usually. Could be Genty though. Running back. Genty could be like a top 5 running back next year. Or Sanders. My friend asked me after the Viking, after that pick, I'm not, and he's a Vikings fan. Happy after the Vikings pick, he wants Will Johnson. Yeah, Will Johnson just doesn't fit our scheme. I would have Derek Harmon. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. That was out of nowhere, Harmon. Sanders not getting drafted. Put Jalen Milrow as a backup and as a QB run play like QB draw. They want Milrow. They don't have a second round pick, so third round for Milrow. Golden here to the Chargers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Chargers scooping up Golden here. Maybe Will Johnson? I'm very happy with that pick. Steelers wanting Milrose insane. Milrose a scrambler, and he's kind of super athletic. He just can't throw. I'm very happy with that pick. Steelers made a big blunder. Yeah, 4.33 is not fast. Yeah, Milrose fast. Golden right here, right? Texas receiver. And then a pack. Look. To the Cowboys. Then the Packers are going to take the corner from this year. We're going to have no D tackles, no offensive linemen, and the safeties on the board. They're going to take the wrong one. If my team takes the wrong safety, I'm going to be so pissed. Okay? Milroe, he can't even toss it up. That's the problem. This will go down as Marino 2.0 for Pittsburgh not taking Sanders? I don't know about that. Milroe just got to toss it up. He can't even do that. The question is, Aaron Rodgers retire? Sanders wasn't in for the Steelers. Goes defense. Everybody's so off of these quarterbacks, I guess. All right, Bubs won over an 8th grade quarterback who could do that. I don't know if Milroe's an 8th grade quarterback even. It didn't work with Russell Wilson. I think somebody's going to trade up for Sanders or Dart. Go gold. Vikings should go golden. I think golden's going right here, guys. Simmons gold. I'm thinking Simmons here. Or golden, excuse me. Not Simmons. Vikings should go Starks. I agree. That's the safety I want. Sanders being 32, yeah. Somebody trading up with the Eagles. Somebody trading up with anybody. Denver went straight D, boys. Straight D. Packers take Mike Green. I like that. Or Will Johnson. Will Johnson of the Packers. Harbaugh doesn't go Will Johnson. They don't really need a corner in LA. They need offense, man. They got to get another receiver. No tight ends. You got to go golden here. Will Johnson was questionable. Will Johnson was coming off of a knee injury. Not Donovan. No one left in the first round needs a quarterback, so unless a trade happens, yeah, someone's going to trade up, I think. I really hope the Packers don't trade Will Johnson. They're going to, and I agree. He's good. Mike Green's still coming for those Lions. Yep. Ibuka, our next superstar. He's next up. All right, Bub. I'm glad you're sold. I can't wait to see the Ibuka jersey. Send it in the Discord. Mel Kiper's just pounding on the table for Shedeur Sanders and pocket quarterbacks. This is crazy. Jaylen Walker had a 1% chance of not getting drafted in front of the Falcons, and there you go. I think because of the Saints and the Panthers. I feel like it would have been higher than 1%. But I'll trust you. Be crazy. New York Giants trade up, get Sanders, and make Malik Neighbors happy. I definitely could see that. I always knew Ibuka could be a superstar. I just didn't expect my Bucks to take him. And if he's taken in James Pierce, get Jahad Campbell because he's a stud. Jahad Campbell. They do need linebacker help. The whatchamacallit, the other Campbell ain't working. Heard it here first. Niners trade up to 33 and snipe Sanders. Trade Purdy to the Browns for Garrett. Then Myles Garrett's not going anywhere. And Brock Purdy is not worth Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is worth a lot more than Brock Purdy. New York doesn't trust themselves to draft a quarterback unless it's the same as Manning. Maybe true. All right, pick is in for the Chargers. What do you think Sanders is thinking right now? Probably that they don't draft him because he's black or some stupid shit like that. I hate Shedeur Sanders. Dion has something on Mel for him talking about his son like this. They're not taking... Yeah, they're not trading Purdy. Mel is talking crazy, though. Crazy Mel talk. All right, boys, this draft is going fast. We are only, 2.5 hours in? 3 hours? 2.5 hours in, we're already at pick 22. Draft's going pretty fast. Dion needs to take a deep breath for real. Lol. We Viking fans have my dump that. Mel hits though. Why does Mel still have a job? I have my Cowboys short. I need to get my my Vikings reaction short getting ready. I gotta get the camera ready. I just want to see the Lions go. And I'm going to sleep, bro. I feel that, Johnny. I feel that. Garrett's not going anywhere. Golden? Hampton, running back. Okay. That makes sense. Yes, I did. Johnny, I watch every Vikings game. I watch every Vikings game, unfortunately. I watch every single game, Johnny. I wouldn't be doing my job on this channel if I didn't watch every game. When the Falcons beat the Eagles, we have now stolen their chant. It's now fly, Falcons, fly. Yeah, except the Falcons can't make the playoffs. I ain't got school tomorrow, so I'm up for this. Drape, two away. We're getting close. I think Mel got a job. I heard he invented the draft. He invented the draft analyst, that's for sure. I'm okay with the Mariam Hampton to the Chargers. Hampton and Najee. I would like another wide receiver. Jim can't help himself. I'm about to fake sick just so I'm not too tired for school. Yeah, we still beat the Eagles and should have beaten the Chiefs if it wasn't for the refs, but it's fine. But they're the Falcons. They don't make the playoffs. They should have not drafted a quarterback after signing a quarterback for $100 million. Do one or the other. That locks in your second non-QB off the board in fantasy. True. I don't know. Ted McMillan might be number 2 off the board. Dakota in Carolina. You did call the Hampton Harris duo just for the wrong team. True. Zin's just about to get to work. Oh man, you're gonna have to watch the Chiefs pick on stream. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, at work? Uh-oh. I like that pick because the Chargers offensive coach is Greg Roman, he is not a passing coach. True, but you need a little something, it feels like, to help out. I don't hate it. I'm neutral. Last year, Michael Penix Jr. was such a bad pick at the time, but now he's kind of good. You just can't do both. You can't sign a quarterback for $100 million and then draft Penix. I'm okay if you don't sign Kirk Cousins and you draft Michael Penix. That's fine. It was the double dip that kind of screwed them. All right, the Fudge Packers are on the clock. All right, everybody. If you haven't already, drop a quick like on that stream. I know most of y'all who are chatting have. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We got daily sports content. We will have my first round draft grades out tomorrow morning. More live streams throughout. We got live streams all the time. Daily short content. We got all the good stuff. So I appreciate everybody stopping by, hanging out on this Thursday night for the first round of the NFL draft. Be on the lookout for my draft grades for everybody tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to record that and edit that tonight. And then I'll have my overall draft grades out sometime either Sunday morning or Saturday night after the first draft's over. But no more lives. Maybe I'll go live Saturday night just to talk about drafts, but we'll just play it by ear. I'm stressing we need a quarterback. Jalen Ramsey is a buck. Hey, man, they haven't stopped the past 2 years in a row. Why start now? If you didn't get the Titans pick right, are you good? LOL. Talking about the people that said it was going to be Abdul. I don't think anybody really had Abdul Carter the last month. I think everybody's had Cam Ward. My least favorite team takes my favorite player, I swear. It's definitely on the table for Green Bay here. But Mike Evans is old and Godwin is off an injury, so the pick was understandable. I would have just preferred Golden. I wonder if the Steelers are just waiting for the QB or relying on Rodgers. Probably a little bit of both. Yeah, where is Jalen Ramsey going? Great question. Great question. We don't know. Gonna get cut? What's he gonna sign for? Is he already cut? I don't know if anything's official yet. That was a weird news cycle story. A lot of people still out there, man. Awesome. Will Johnson fall to the Commanders? Potentially. Will Johnson, this is a spot for Will Johnson. Minnesota's a spot for Will Johnson. And then probably safe for the Commanders at that point. Blow, pack, blow. Blow, pack, blow. Blow, pack, blow. New York Jet and New York Yankee fan. Let's go Jets. All right. Welcome to the channel. I'm a big Yankees fan, so welcome. You like the Membou pick? I like the Membou pick. Do you think Cam Ward will do something in Tennessee? Yes. I think Cam Ward's going to be a decent quarterback in the NFL. I don't know if the Lions would take... Yeah, I don't know either. Cam announced he was a Titan. I think it was like a week and a half. I don't think it was a full 2 weeks ago, but yeah, on that stream. They are amazing at packing fudge. They are the Fudge Packers. Some people had him taking Tyler Warren. I had him taking Membou. Packers slow as fuck. Yeah, well, they're hyping up the Packers. Same person. Loveland over Warren is crazy. I agree. It was like 12 days ago. Basically 2 weeks. Fair. So that stupid stream, the Fortnite stream. All right, here come the Fudge Packers. They're packing fudge. I like how the Vikings and the Packers are at the front of this stupid fan draft thing. I do like that. Guessing I'm a Vikings fan? Yes, I am a Vikings fan. Big leap there. Vikings fan, Yankees fan. You can see Judgy back there. I hope the Packers do something dumb and take like Imawari or something. Yeah, please do something dumb. Mike Green, I'll be whatever with. It's fine. Yeah, I want Malachi Starks Malachi Starks the most here on the board. Everyone's gonna love my reactions here. We're the stupid Packers. Oh my god. Watch him. I don't think the Packers are going to take Malachi. Will Shador still? Wait. So Shador is still? Yes, Shador is still on the board. All the quarterbacks besides Ward are on the board. Watch them take Malachi right now. Starks, Green Bay. That would be something. I'll take Will Johnson. I'll trade back. Oh no, they're going to take Golden. Golden's on the board. Why wouldn't they take Golden right here? Bro's going to do a flip if the Vikings take Star. I'm not going to be that happy. I'll just be like, solid fist bump. They're going to take Imawari. They need a backup for Jordan Love and they take Shador Sanders. Sure. Send him another 3 years. I'm thinking Matthew Golden, Will Johnson, Mike Green. Those are my 3 picks right there. I thought it was going to be James Pierce. Talon, what's up? Hope you're having a good night. Talon. I butchered that, I'm sure. What do I think Jackson Dart will end up around? Probably end of the first round, if not second, I guess, but maybe third. If they take Nick over Malachi, Vikings are cooked. Yeah, I agree. If Will Johnson falls to the Lions and they take him, I don't give my fam sleep and I'm screaming. Haha, Michigan man. What are you going to do if the Vikings take another Michigan man? Who did the Broncos took? Jade Bear in the corner out of Texas. Nah, this Will Johnson fall is not surprising, Corbin. Wide receiver, Matthew Golden. They took a receiver. They're so happy. Blow pack blow. Will Johnson is like the number 10 prospect skills wise. Yeah, he's a zone corner. He's coming off a knee injury. The Jets are cooked. Help me, man, this season. I have no hope. No, I like the direction. I like Membou. I think Membou's a good pick. Blow pack blow. I'm not a Fields guy. I like Aaron Glenn though. No, I'm okay with Will Johnson. Mike Green really falling. That's it. Yup, small school. They did it all for effect. True. All right, I gotta get a new drink before the Vikings pick, guys. Lock in. Pick is in, guys. Fuck. Oh. It's either Imawari or Starks. Could be Will Johnson, but I'm leaning that way too. Oh, Matthew Golden's addressing the crowd. The pick is in, though. Mike Green is playing at Mars, so I don't care if he goes the second round. He was solid. They need a wide receiver. Imagine how unstoppable the Lions would be with that. They're not getting Abdul Carter in 2 years. Get all the Packers excited, blah, 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 blah. We should take starts. TB, what's up? I'm leaning on JJ McCarthy. Let's ride, baby. JJ McCarthy time. All right, who do I want to pick? I want Malachi Starks or Will Johnson. A lot of people with Abdul Carter would be unstoppable. All right. I'm going to have to get the other freaking thing in. All right. Screw you, Matthew Golden. Good. I'm glad. You know what? Perfect. Matthew Golden goes to that piece of shit school in Austin, and now he plays for the Packers. I can shit on Matthew Golden. Let's go. Am I doing this tomorrow? No, but I will have my first round grades video. I'll have a long form video out tomorrow morning on my first round grades. So the South Carolina guy is Kyle Hamilton 2.0. Maybe. How we feeling? I'm nervous, Green. I'm nervous. I think we're going to do something stupid. Donovan Jackson, I'd scream. Was Golden better than Bond? Much better than Bond. I really liked Matthew Golden a lot. He was super reliable. We took Donovan Jackson. I'm not joking. Oh, no way. You're way ahead of me? Oh, my God. If we took Jackson, I'm going to be sick. Well, I got the camera on and the chat off, but this is not good. Oh, no! No. Oh, fuck! Fuck! You'll see. It's all over the internet. Oh my God, what a fucking horrible pick. What a fucking horrible pick. You spoiled it. Fuck. That's such a bad pick. Horrible pick. That's so fucking bad. That's like the worst fucking pick they could have made. He's not a starter. He's not playing. They have 4 picks and they're not drafting him. Giants in for Shedeur Sanders. Bro, what a fucking horrible fucking pick. That was a fucking horrible pick. Horrible fucking pick. That was horrible. That was the worst possible pick they could have made. He's not a first round guy. He is not a fucking starter. so bad. It is not your turn, Drape. They just got a haul. Giants going for Shedeur Sanders. That was awful. No, I wouldn't. I would rather literally anything but the fucking guard who's a backup. Yes, we could have traded the pick. Because the Giants just traded for the pick. The Giants just traded up. And they just took Jackson Dart. Yup, here comes Shedeur Sanders. It looked like Dart was shaking hands just then. Oh my fuck. This is so fucking bad. But yeah, this is Dart. I'm assuming it looked like Dart was shaking hands. Yeah, Rush is washed. They got a second. The Texans got a second and another pick in the third. And late round picks. I mean, the NFL guy, a lot of people said the NFL guys had Dart over Sanders. They got a second and a third. Falcons trading up. Where? With the Rams? They're not picking tonight, Drape. They're not picking tonight. It's only the first round tonight. Jackson Dart. Cleveland's going to wait for Sanders at 33. Maybe trade up with the Eagles. Rams traded the pick. Yep. Falcons on the board. There you go. Another pass rusher. What did the Falcons give up looking for that? No word on the Falcons pick. My streaming rounds, no more live streaming. First round grade video out tomorrow morning. Maybe stream Saturday night after the draft, and then I'll have my overall grades out Sunday. Next year's first and a second and a seventh to the Rams. That's a lot. Holy shit. Maybe they're taking Sanders. Maybe they're taking Mike Green here. They're going double D line. I think the Texans got a good amount. I'm really pissed the Vikings didn't fucking trade back. James Pierce, another pass rusher. Falcons doubling up off the edge. Ravens traded out for the quarterback, Sanders. If they make Penix a backup, that would be funny. Nope. Hold on, chat. I gotta hit this double tap. I gotta double tap this. Hold on, I'm on Twitter fights, guys. All right, I'm glad you guys had fun in the chat. I hope you had fun in the chat. I like the James. They gave up so much though. Falcons pick is, or the Ravens pick is in. Who are we going with the Ravens? All right, appreciate that, Jets fan and Yankees fan. Appreciate the sub. Welcome to the channel, big dog. Starks, Johnson. Yeah. If Abdul Carter becomes a generational pass rusher, people think he will be Mason Graham better, be at least multi-time Pro Bowler. the Browns weren't taking Abdul Carter. They were taking Travis Hunter if they stayed put. We don't need Malachi. That's the thing. We got they just extended Kirby Joseph. The Lions need a pass rusher. James Pierce Jr. going to be a Ravens pick. That's why they traded up. Maybe that definitely could be it. Please, I'm about to pass out. Two-way. Mike Green? Mike Green to the Ravens? Is that the pick? Ravens took Starks? Of course they did. Malachi Starks. We did it again. This What? And did you see? I'm gonna fucking kill our GM. He couldn't do that to put the guy at 35. He would have been there at 35. They're like, oh, because I hit the fucking media guy, because you know how it works. What GM sure that doesn't always go to because he never had a good Good pick for the Ravens again. Typical shit. You would have done the Dart and Carter combo. Luke, what's up? The Falcons play 250 cents on the dollar. God, this is about to be a shit show. This draft grade video is gonna be awful. Ravens defense is gonna be good. It's all on Lamar. Lamar plays his worst game in the playoffs, and they don't have a receiver. Roger Goodell's rocking Air Force Ones, the all black Air Force Ones. Johnny wants Will Johnson. What did the Vikings draft? A fat offensive guard, Nolan. A horrible pick. Draft an edge, Mike Green. I'm not happy with the pick. Would you want D-line? Malachi Starks. No, Malachi Starks is the best safety in the draft. It's not close. There's no O lineman here for the Lions to get. Tyleek, the Ohio State D tackle, stopping the run even more. They're already elite against the run. Holy sh! The NFC North, besides the Packers, is this just like fixed that like? Is this just like the draft because it's in Green Bay? Every other NFC North team has to fucking shit their pants. He just is a run stop. He can't rush the passer. They already stopped the run at an elite level. No, Donovan, no. Second round, he's not falling that far. The draft's in fucking Green Bay, so the NFC North can't fucking draft, besides the Packers. What is this? This is so bad. I'm so fucking mad right now, Chad. The NFC North just shit their pants. Oh my god, this might be the worst. And I'm gonna give the NFC North like Bears, C, Lions, D minus, Vikings, F, Packers, B plus. Yeah, the Lions don't need. The Lions are like number 2 against the run last year. Tyreek Williams is only a run defensive tackle. Mike Green's got off the field issues. I didn't know that. Commanders Will Johnson, yeah, they could use another corner, but they have young corners. I'm so heckin' mad right now. He could sit on you. Yeah, he's a big fuck. God, this is so bad. NFC North, who normally crushes the draft. Awful. If it's 59, that feels like a pretty far fall. Cornley, the tackle, that's a little bit of a surprise to the Commanders, especially after they traded for Tunsil. Yep, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And that's I think I had them in my first mock I had them to Washington, that before the Tunsil trade. There goes Simmons to Kansas City, still on the board. Just got back. Dart over Sanders is crazy. Nah, we had it. We had it. Dart over Sanders. No, Cornley's a good left tackle. I just didn't think they need to let maybe I don't know what they're doing with it. Jaw just got injured. Who cares, Johnny? Jaw sucks. The Grizzlies suck. They're not beating the Thunder. Thunder are probably winning the West. I made one mock draft and it was today. How'd you do on it? Clippers up 20 on the Nuggets. Yikes. Pistons in 7. I don't know about that. Too young. Too young. All right, I gotta pee. Oh, I hate it here. I'm so fucking sick. They're not trading up. Nobody's trading up. Tech Cam, Axe Jaylen, and that's it. There you go. Dart has nowhere near the physical traits as Josh Allen. And Josh Allen was not a bust in his first 2 seasons. He just wasn't a top 10 pick. Wasn't a bust. Shedeur to Cleveland. Yep. Yeah, Mitchell, that's a safe bet. Now maybe somebody moves. Cleveland could stay put. All right, we got 3 picks left, guys. Gonna round out the first round. I'll be live for like another 5 minutes or so after the draft, after the first round, and then be on the lookout tomorrow. We will have our first round grades for everybody. I'm sure you can imagine what I'm going to give the Vikings. Something bad. Yeah, Cleveland's at 33. He was titled. I don't think anybody was calling Josh Allen a bust. Josh Allen was not bad in his first 2 seasons. He was fine. Just wasn't a star. I think that's a little revisionist history saying that they thought he was a bust. He was fine his first 2 years. Fun fact, his first career win was against the Vikings. Saints could trade up. Sanders still on the board. Hold up. Yeah, he stops the run. It wasn't terrible. He didn't start in that. He didn't start in those first 2 games for the Bills where they got beat like 70-10. Bills want Siobhan Rovell. I could see that. Or Marcus Harrison. Josh Allen had 3,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, 9 interceptions in his second year. And that's passing. What was his rushing? And he ran for 500 yards and 9 touchdowns. So he had 29 touchdowns, 10 interceptions his first year. The 3,500 or second year for 3,500 yards. Not considered a bust after a second year. Yeah, 29 touchdowns, 3,500 total yards, 10 interceptions. Not a bust year 2. And he changed that franchise 100%. Bills or Eagles get Will Johnson. I could see the Eagles taking Will Johnson. Fuck it. True, but his first start was against the Vikings. Bills or Eagles draft Will Johnson. Go to see. Falcons taking Jaylen Walker. Good pick, Falcons prod, but then an awful pick trading back up to take James Pierce. They gave up way too much. Maxwell Harrison. There you go. There's the other corner from Kentucky. All right. Chiefs got 131. Uh, Will Johnson has, yes, he was hurt all season. He didn't play. Eagles traded up. What did the Eagles give up? They just gave up 30. They slid up one spot and gave up 164. Yes. Everyone's going to love this pick. No matter who the Eagles pick, everyone's going to love this. I have to see what Nick Wright's saying on Twitter. He was hurt, guys. He only played 3 games last season, Will Johnson. Will Johnson he was not a first round guy by most people's standards. He's a zone corner who ran a slow 40. Quinion's the best corner on that team. It's not close. Rule 1, don't trade with Howie. Well, no, Darius Slay is gone. So they have Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, who they like, in the slot. I think Will Johnson's the pick here. You put him in as the number 2. Turf toe? I thought he had a knee injury, too. If he's not injured, he's probably top 10. Lane Johnson replacement. There's nobody out there that they're taking. Simmons? They're not taking Simmons here. That's Kansas City wouldn't have traded back if they weren't taking Simmons. If they were taking Simmons. Did we get a pick for trading? Yeah, they got like 164. You got like 164 Zins to move back one spot. Simmons can move to guard. He's also coming off a knee injury. continues to apologize to Eagles fans. You don't see Will Johnson, you see Jahad Campbell. Okay. To replace whatchamacallit's injury. Jahad Campbell. There you go. Everyone's going to love that pick. It's a good pick. I don't hate it. I like Campbell. I like Campbell to the Buccaneers. Last pick, Chiefs. Chiefs get their corner. Chiefs could get a tackle. Chiefs could do a lot here. Hold on, I gotta see if Mike is still live. No, Mike's not live. Please, no Will Johnson. Jahad Campbell's about to rip his damn jacket off. I got the first 8 picks right, Sebastian. No, the first 7 and 8. Yeah, first 7. Ted McMillan. Yup. Ted McMillan. You copied me. Could be Josh Simmons. Yeah, I'm leaning Josh Simmons here for the Chiefs. This was a shit show. Enjoy. All right, guys, we're gonna finish this pick. I gotta get started. I will have my first round draft grade video out tomorrow morning, so be on the lookout for that. I will have my overall draft grade video out on Saturday or Sunday. I will be live Saturday night probably. Oh my God, shut up, Sebastian. I, I dreamed a full year of Will Johnson and Lions, and we could have got him and got a fat ass. He is fat. Mini Jim, Skull Vikes. I'm not feeling too scully right now. I hate our draft pick. But yeah, we're gonna have our first round draft grades video out tomorrow morning. I'll go live Saturday night. We can talk about the draft, and I'll have my overall draft grades video out Sunday, probably, maybe Saturday. Depends. I got to go do some stuff, help some people move. Some shit. But I do appreciate everybody stopping by. One final pick in. So if you haven't already, drop a quick like on the stream. Hit that thumbs up. We got daily sports content for you guys. We got live streams, but we also have long form content. We got shorts, daily shorts for, sports stat fact of the day. Everybody loves me raging. Yes, that's fun. We got that. I'm trying to push the Twitch out a little bit more. I got gaming content over at twitch.tv/afterthereview. Quack, what are your thoughts on the Lions pick? I thought it was a bad pick, man. They got a defensive stopping run, like a defensive tackle, and they already stopped the run. Please, left tackle's in. See, they say that the guy that they signed for the 49ers is going to be left tackle, but Juwan Taylor's out regardless. But I think they're taking Simmons here. I think tackle's fine. Yep, Josh Simmons was the guy we had a long time. We had Simmons, baby. Simmons is a good pick here. Why couldn't we trade down and get Carter and Dart? Because nobody wanted Ward like that. Just take Ward. It's not, Carter and Dart do not equal Cam Ward, I think. Dart ain't that good. Simdog, what's up? You're getting clipped. I already clipped it myself. It'll be out tomorrow. It might be out tonight. Vikings fan reacts to their draft pick. Jay Smooth. I like Jay Smooth. Deion Sanders probably had to turn off the TV after the Giants traded up for Dart. True. How long does it take to announce a pick? It takes a long time, clearly. Final pick, boys. Josh Simmons. There you go. Boom. And not all the picks were left after 30 minutes because the clock starts when the other team's pick gets in. It's been a long time. It has been a minute. Travis Hunter edits going to the Jags. Absolute steal. Yeah, good pick. Good pick. Good pick for the Chiefs. Good picks for the Chiefs. I like it. No way top 10 prospect fell down to the Super Bowl losers. Yeah, he had a bad knee. He had an injury. He missed a lot of time with an injury, like a dislocated knee, I think it was. Good pick. Top 3 first round winners. 1 Niners, 2 Browns, 3 Chiefs. I'm zesty. I'm sick right now. Ravens need to trade up for Donovan Ezraku. I like Josh Simmons. We had Josh Simmons to the Chiefs in multiple mock drafts. I'm a Bills fan. Welcome, Maxwell Hairston. Yes, straight man corner. Feels like a little bit of a reach, but yeah, fine. When is Sanders going to go? 33. 33 Browns. Shout out to Aaron. Our boy Aaron called Brown. As soon as the Browns traded back to 5, he called Sanders 33 to the Browns. 33. Now we need a big receiver. And I say Mike Evans is going. Hey, the Buccaneers just drafted a receiver. They're going to trade Mike Evans to the Chiefs. How did Sebastian get mod? Because he behaved himself. First overall to missing the first round is crazy fall off. True. I'm crying myself to sleep. Everybody's sick. The NFC North sucked. All right, guys. That's going to do it for us tonight. Mike Evans to the Chiefs. I'll take it. Yup. Well, he ain't got a choice now, baby. It's up to the NFL. But we had a long and beautiful stream tonight, over 3.5 hours. So appreciate everybody stopping by. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Be on the lookout tomorrow morning for my first round draft grades. Gonna be a good time for you guys there. And then we'll be live Saturday night after the draft. Go through the draft. I will also have an entire draft grade video out there, plus our daily sports stat facts and all the goodies out there. So I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Dion said Shador a top 5 pick. Ha! Zay's back on the Malachi Starks train. Donovan Jackson, kill me. Bye, guys, in Minecraft. Good night, Father Sports. Appreciate it. Sebastian, you got your stupid wrench. Good night. Appreciate everybody. So, with that, I'll be saying, appreciate everybody stopping by. Again, like, subscribe, and share.